upper 70s, a few of us pushing into the low 80s. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Joe Spear on WNCI.
Dave and Jimmy, here's where we talk to you. This is called a phone-in topic. Industry standard. It's about nudity, and not the kind of nudity you want. What did you do when you were naked that you probably shouldn't have? Line 3 begins. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, what did you do when you were naked that you really shouldn't have?
Well, I was only partial naked, but I was house sitting for a friend of mine and dog sitting. Went out to the garage to get a Diet Coke out of their fridge and realized I locked myself out of the house. So I sat there, and we were in a neighborhood where there's lots of houses. So I didn't know what to do. I was in a T-shirt, and it was summertime, but my old Christmas panties that said ho, ho, ho on the butt. So I opened up the garage door, looked around. The yard was fenced with no gate. I got a big ladder. They only had a big, tall ladder.
No.
And there I was through the driveway, dragging it out, setting it up by the fence, climbed up on the ladder because the fence was high, and then tried to jump over the fence so I could get back in the back door because I knew that was unlocked.
What were you wearing?
I had a T-shirt and some Christmas panties that said ho, ho, ho.
Oh, my God, that's great.
I'm picturing you
So
jumping.
you got away with it, it
I
seems.
can't go to the neighbors looking like this. What am I going to do?
I know.
Did anyone
And the
see you?
people that I was housing for was in a different state, so...
Did anybody see you?
Oh, God, I hope not. I don't know. But I was humiliated and hurt myself after trying to jump over that fence.
Oh, my God.
That is a good story. Hang on. Someone needs to account for that. Dave and Jimmy, are you there?
I am, yes.
What did you do when you were naked that you probably shouldn't have?
So this was a couple weeks ago. I was getting ready for work in the morning, got out of the shower, got my makeup on, got ready, blow dried my hair. I was curling my hair, dropped my curling iron, and burned and blistered my left nipple.
Oh, yikes. Ow.
That
How's
happens
it-
to me all the time.
how's it doing now?
Burns.
It's fine, but it did blister up. It was sore for a while.
Oh, yikes.
Curling irons are the worst. I get neck burns all the time, but not nipple burns.
Okay, well.
Not yet.
That burns all the time, but that's the first time for the nipple.
Yeah, hope you learned a lesson. Get some of those nipple
I sure
protectors.
did.
You wear nipple protectors when you're
A
doing
tassel.
that. Thank you so much for calling. That's funny. Dave and Jimmy, are you there?
Yes.
What did you do when you were naked that you probably shouldn't have?
We went to Red, White, and Boom, and we were staying at this little place off German Village that was kind of like a little peninsula park area. And the only way to go to the bathroom was porta potties, but there was a pretty good line, so I decided to take a risk and go out into a field area and use the restroom. And while I was there, didn't realize that there were a bunch of chiggers in that field and got severely bitten all over the nether regions and had nothing but pain and itching for about a week or so afterwards.
Wait,
where
what bit
I
you?
look like I'm
Chiggers. They're little insects.
the
Oh.
little insects.
And
And so
they
they
got
give you these they give you these little red bumps and a rash, and it itches.
Oh, they're
so
horrible.
You look like
They're
some
horrible.
sort of a disease, and it was terrible.
Oh, man.
No, it's bad.
But did you enjoy
It's
the
bad.
fireworks show?
The fireworks were great because they hadn't actually kicked in yet. But
There you
by
go.
the next morning, I was a mess.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I can understand. Well, first of all, thank you for attending our fireworks display. Sorry about your junk.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Chiggers.
I never heard them.
Me neither.
It's a difficult word. You don't want to get it wrong.
No. I peed in the woods one time at a station promotion, and I got poison ivy all over my pee-pee so bad. I must have been moving the bushes to walk out there. We were broadcasting from an RV overnight.
Yes.
And, I mean, it blew up to like twice the size of normal. That was the good news, but it was bad.
And that wraps up things you did when you were naked that you shouldn't have. This from the Cleveland Clinic. Chigger bites. Chiggers are a species of mite and are a close relative to spiders and ticks. They are microscopic, so you don't see them when they're all over you like your junk. And yet, there they are. I'd prefer to just call them tiny mites. I'll never say that word again. It sounds like the setup to a bad South Park episode. All right, this is Dave and Jimmy.
You're listening to the #1 rated morning zoo
with Dave and Jimmy.
WNCI.
This is my new